Good old Rimworld. Because that's how it's spelled. Rimworld. I can type. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Rimworld, where slaves are doing slave things, dwarfs are doing dwarf things, and this cult of very dangerous dragon girls with... I think the thing is right. Yeah, that's definitely what's going on. There's a hair mod that I have, obviously, that is conflicting with the other mods. And it is not working. Did we retrieve these guys? I don't remember. I don't remember what we did last time. It's been a little bit, but you know. My days have gotten very weird, considering that I am always... I think we said we retrieved these guys already. So we bought the rifle and everything. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Because I thought my sleep... I'm awake when I shouldn't be, and sleep when I shouldn't be, you know. Well. Why is it... Oh, fuck. So, one of the mods that I had got updated. And, it may have changed that, huh? So it allows for over-the-wall coolers. Make coolers a little bit better. And, I didn't realize it would delete the fucking walls that it was on. So, yeah. That's a little bit BS. Sure, game. That's fair and fun. That's nice. That's good. Okay, you know what? It's not that big of a deal. I'm I'm not happy about it, but you know, it could be infinitely worse. Everything could have spoiled. Fuck me. I did not realize that that would happen. I think what we're probably gonna do is we'll probably place vents in here and then just cool the entire building as one whole thing. Because the mountain should be fairly easy to keep cooled, more or less. Well, he might not live. Okay, it seems to be catching up. Okay. I think he's barely going to make it as long as the 10 stays. He got very lucky because we were probably going to have to cut off that arm. Had that gone on a little bit. Had that been a little bit slower. But he's fine. He gets to keep his arm. And isn't that lucky? For him. Beauregard. So, did we figure out if there's an ancient danger in this map? I don't think I've come across it yet. And there are no D's on the map, for lack of a better term. Because it does fairly, accurately describe what the ancient danger would be. Because it's put a large D over it. I'm not even seeing anywhere ancient danger could be. Maybe we didn't get one. I almost never open the fucking things anyway. At least, I mean, I think I've maybe opened ancient dangers like twice in Rimworld total. So, I'm not overly concerned about it. Usually, when my ancient danger opens, it's because like some of the there's like a group of sappers and they've decided to attack me and they rip it open and So why are you still cooking if you are, and I quote, ravenously hungry? Maybe because we are completely out of meals. Because the cook is currently dead. Well, dead's not the right word, but, essentially. I had not realized that we were out of food. Which, maybe if I... Actually, it doesn't even say anything about low food here. The people in relationship with Dwarfs are prisoners. Ah. Okay. Colon is his nephew. Well, I guess that bug problem is finally dealt with. I guess it had to happen eventually. Though, I mean, I wouldn't have been against keeping, like, I guess keeping the bugs there, right, while it does kind of, mark, limit an area of the map. It does, essentially, like, act as, like, a defense mechanism, right? Why wouldn't you just see, like, the... Why is Duck out here on the floor? Because nobody fucking put the bed down. About. Fuck me. Okay. because Ballin's down. Oh my god, don't make me do this. I'm starting to feel bad about this whole one reload per stream thing. I cannot tell if this is my fault or not. Because, like, I guess maybe giving them weapons is a good idea. It's just we're constantly in a state of, like, you know, getting our ass handed to us. I guess let's try to get the walls up. Oh, it's 2 dragons. Let's see if we can handle it, eh? God, I want to take Duck, right? I want to have Duck here and helping out with this fight. But it feels like it's not gonna work. Because I know Duck's like, you know, a big fucking baby. You just gotta stop beating up my fucking animal and come fight me. They're just chasing down the fucking pigs. God, you idiots hit. What is their obsession with beating the fucking pigs? This is why I want one of these, because, like, minus the fucking glitched facial hair, you know, it's pretty good. Balance a doctor, no notice a doctor. Put down the fucking bed. Fucking raga fraga. Dead. Hello. What happened, everybody, that... I hate some of the stuff that's happening. Wish I could assign a bed for a prisoner. Basically destined to happen. At least he's gonna save that one. Hopefully they'll give birth, but you know. Hey, buddy. You know, your colony may be, you know, half burning down, but you know, come to a peace talk. Come do a peace talk. It's good for you. It would be ideal. How did they die? Oh my god. All that fucking effort. That for me. Just, you know, now. So I'm tired of fucking having, you know, somebody always sleeping on the fucking floor. At this point, anybody who can cook, please fucking cook. Because, you know, I'm starting to have a little bit of an issue with the lack of cooking going on. I have, like, everybody's got fucking cooking skill, but nobody wants to cook. And I mean, understandable, cooking sucks. I hate, you know, having to work for my food. Same speed, I don't understand how I'm managing to, you know, have this many effective cooks. But no, actually, no, I do know, because everybody's constantly fucking hurt. Where are you going? Are you going to feed that meal you just made to a fucking boar? That's upsetting. One of the fucking 2 meals in our colony. Let's feed it to a fucking animal. I guess the color of it affects the set quality. Like, we're not lacking in, you know, basic materials. It's just the fact that nobody's fucking cooking. So I try to lower the amount of effective cooks, and so, you know, I have a feeling that today is going to be the day where I break that one reload rule. Because something's going to go stupidly wrong. I'm going to get really upset about it. Man, if only you had cooked something. Also, apparently she hit on Colin, and Colin said no. Feels feels bad, man. Same. Understandable. I like how the cook always takes the first meal. Because, you know, they're currently lacking meals, so what do? They take the first one, it's theirs. Maybe it was actually still a male, so, you know. At least, that's fine. Why don't you, I don't know, take it to the ways it's supposed to go? All this cooking, we've managed to accrue 2 meals. Okay. How about you, haul? Butchering's nice and all, but how about you just do a little bit of hauling? Look, he could carry literally everything, including the mushrooms. Why aren't you in the bed? Because, you know, I know you placed it in a slave room, but, you know, we're just gonna have slaves and colonists sit together. And he's gonna cry, I slept in the cold. I just decided to lay down in the freezer. I mean, I could have laid down anywhere else, because, you know, I didn't technically have a bed. But I decided to lay down in the freezer, and I was just sleeping in the cold, and... Look at those fucking walls, please. I need to blow my nose now. 1 second. Sorry. Fucking God. Sometimes Rimworlders, they just really get me. Get on my fucking nerves, that is. How about... Fuck, I want the hospital. I do. And we're out of food again. You know what? That is fine. I need it. I need it done. And she made one meal and went to bed. Why is he resting? He just got up, man. Oh my god, the muscle parasites. I'm so glad that half of our colony got muscle parasites at the same time. Because they didn't, you know, truly, I'd probably, you know, might have a semi-functioning colony. That the game is doing everything in its power to fuck me, and truly, I thank it for such. This opportunity to, you know, really taste shit. Just to eat shit constantly. Oh my god. What is having a stable fucking food base? Don't worry though. We can eat mushrooms till the fucking sun comes up. This game, I need a little bit of time. I need a little bit of time for our colonists to heal. Getting some medical beds down is actually a fairly high priority. But we're gonna, just for now, we're gonna forbid this stuff. So I would like him to, you know, work on the outer wall. So if they have to come into this one area, I can cut all the trees down, have a nice flat shooting zone where I can shoot all the people coming in and not have to worry about it anymore. Well, are you missing, like, hands or anything? Just toes. Just toes. What was that? Why did you walk? Why are you walking around all this? What are you doing, you fucking idiot? None of this stuff is constructed. There's no reason to walk around that entire zone of completely okay and free land. It wasn't even like... I could understand if you put the stuff down in it first and you couldn't walk through it technically because, like, you know, there's enough bricks to build a wall there, you know? Whatever, sure, that makes some sense. But walking around the empty fucking tiles... No, leave this one. And this one. Because it saves us a little time right now. You're not missing a hand now, are you? No, just the leg. Just the leg still. Good old peg leg boogie. Okay, Ballin, you don't have to cook right now. Because we got a cooker who is not fucking cooking and instead cleaning. Oh, no, he's fucking sleeping. Buddy, I love that you're practicing your melee. I truly am, you know? Melee is important, because, realistically, you're gonna get in a melee fight again. It's just gonna happen. And it's unavoidable. As unavoidable as, muscle parasites in this colony. However, I'm sick and fucking tired. You get the one, please, first. of the work not being done in the order I desire. And maybe that's my fault for queuing up like 50 fucking jobs. Maybe it's my fault for not equipping the slaves with fucking weapons. Part of me thinks that it probably is a bad idea to give them weapons, to be honest. I mean, nothing screams to me as more of a bad idea than, you know, handing a slave a fucking axe to chop my skull off with. Why are you even cutting down that one? Please. It's my fault. I forgot to hit the... It's my fault for being incapable with the buttons. Yes, yes. What are buttons if not a way to fuck up your entire existence? Do not sow there, please. I don't need potatoes growing in the random forest. I just wanted to harvest the ambrosia. I forgot to do that. We're getting a jail door for, you know, keeping the slaves in. Yes, yes. Turning raw mead wort into mead. What is mead wort? How does it differ from regular wort? Where do I get mead wort at? The problem is, of course, that all of our dwarfs, well, not all of our dwarfs, but majority of our dwarfs have guns, and they all keep training to use their fucking fists. That's fun and all. That's fine, you know. You want to punch things at the dwarf? That is on you. But please, for the love of God, just maybe use your gun every once in a while, so you know how to use the fucking thing. Oh, beautiful. He doesn't care about his dead wife anymore. Oh no, wait. Oh, okay, so 5.7. Okay, it works out at the same time. That's kind of a weird way of handling it. I would assume that you would just get rid of the negative modifier, but that's kind of silly in my eyes. Granted, I'm not, you know, a programmer, so I don't know what you would need to do specifically. Maybe that is the best way to handle it. It just feels to me that, you know, having a plus 16 and a negative 16, just because it was counseling for that one, right? It should just delete that if it works. Because it's not like, well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it... No, I mean... It gave me exactly the same amount of time as this would have. So I can only assume that as long as it, you know, as long as it had succeeded in counseling, it would have canceled that out anyway. So it just feels like a, you know... What does extract tree do? Can I... That's... No... Is that from a mod, or is that like a... Oh, God. So I'm of course, you know, immediately I look at that and I see like, oh, that must be for like when you're playing like a colony that has like the tree worship, right? So you can't cut trees down. So you're just fucking picking up and moving an entire forest around your colony. It actually sounds kind of cool. It sounds like a pain in the ass, but it seems like it could be kind of cool. Three. If I sent away you, and I guess duck, because what does duck do except for plants? Dwarfs just making weed all day. I guess it's doable, TM. I'm just trying to think of whether it's a good idea or not. I mean, we need the relic, right? That's just something that we're going to have to get eventually. Well, the only problem with breeding duck is, of course, duck's just gonna fucking die. Fucking god. It's understandable. I mean, who cares about the fucking one random slave, but... I wish I had more, like, an SMG or something. See, the thing I don't like about this is it just says... Basilis's enemies and Andusia. Oh, I got the relations tab back. And the factions don't work. I think there are just too many of them. There you go. Andaria. And Ducia. We are kings of the mountain, not the kingdom under the mountain. I feel like there's a little bit of confliction here, you know. The kingdom under the mountain, and then the king of the mountain. Kings of the mountain. So, why are you turning down Namoto? Just failed to romance you. It doesn't seem to be a timeout for this. Okay, we'll just hold on to it for now then. Let's wait till we get a couple of the dwarfs from over here, just so we have a little bit more of a slave to non-slave ratio. And part of the reason why I was avoiding, well, thinking about sending duck specifically, was because, you know, I didn't want to have too little non-slaves to slaves, and they have more rebellion chance and whatnot. Colin can't leave because he's got to suppress. I guess Taniyama, just, you know, fucking bug boy over here can handle the suppression. I don't understand why he doesn't just drop it right there at the door. That's not even any books about paranoia. She looked... I'm sorry. Where's that fucking... Pretty much what Dawkins said. Doc, help me. I broke my arm in 3 places. That's it. That's the joke. How much does it cost to take a war? Well, it costs an arm and a leg. Because, you know. Oh, my God. The librarian one's not in here. There wasn't floating parchment with moving green mouth, reciting an elegant poem about childhood loves. Oh, a dream. Oh my god. Like, how is that a, you know. Just fuck me. Wait. Is red really... I mean, like, okay. I get that, you know, they have a negative modifier. Because, you know, you're imprisoning them. They don't like that. That makes sense, right? That makes sense. However, comma, why are you mad at the slave for imprisoning you? Like, I guess if anybody were to help you break free, it would probably be the slave. But, you know, I can't help but feel like maybe he's the last person you should be angry about, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? Why isn't it telling me about low food as well? The only issue I see with accepting the visitor's help is they would probably have specific dietary requirements, which would just end up being more of a pain than anything else. A slave comes to clean your room. You ask him, "What is the meaning of life?" He just looks at you. What? Is there anybody else who can do construction? The answer may surprise you. It's basically no. So, you know, we have a lot of uncooked mushroom. I'm not overly concerned, I guess. I'd prefer if we didn't leave it just sitting out, but you know, it could be worse. Could definitely be worse. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I mean, we have 8 people and 11 meals. I feel like you could use the hay to train them. Because, you know, they eat hay. That's a part of their diet. So you don't have to waste fucking meat on them. It feels a bit wasteful. What I end up doing is eventually just putting like a stone flooring out here, so that so that the wall can't light on fire that easily. So that is a genuine concern. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't want to jinx it. You know, I might have thought about saying something, but I just feel like it's a bad idea. Don't say anything that might cause me any form of trouble with the Rimworld gods of Robbie the random boy. No, wait, we're not even playing with Robbie random. That's the worst part. We're just getting shit on by a generic fucking Rimworld one. Do well before we get that light in there. Let me just smooth some walls for me, buddy. So you're not very good at construction, but you couldn't possibly fuck up smoothing a wall, so, you know, just means it's gonna take you longer. Plus, it does up your construction. So you know what? It's a win-win. Something you couldn't possibly mess up. And it's not that big of a deal. It's weird that they feel tired. Like, you know, obviously it's a debuff. But it's weird that they have a tired debuff while sleeping. Like, I guess if I woke them up, then, you know, get it back, obviously, but... Well, fuck, I mean, honestly, I've had issues falling asleep and just sat in bed thinking, man, I am tired. You practice shooting if you know. I guess what I should do, right, is we should make like a, not a kill box, right, but like just for aesthetic looks over here, right, and then just is that about the middle? I think maybe move it over a little bit. What I do is move it. I think it's that big. Or actually, it might be one smaller. No, I'm pretty sure it's. I don't remember. Just make a dark room, because one of our tenants is that's probably, you know what, that's probably why we are so bad at combat. Plus, technically, since it'll count as outdoors and dark, it will give us a better bonus. We'll probably have to put up a couple pillars here and there. Maybe in the middle to, you know, keep it from falling. But it won't be a kill box, it'll just be like a fight room. We can even, like, you know, put a bunch of sandbags in the middle just to... Maybe make it a barricade, honestly. Just like put a barricade in there, so that the colonists have a place to shoot from inside of a dark room, which will help raise their accuracy and possibly help, you know. I'm assuming that that is probably part of the reason that we are so poor when it comes to hitting things. Because, you know, I hadn't really considered the fact that we were supposed to be fighting in the dark. It just didn't really come up in my brain. Came up in game, though. Yes, because when I jump to somebody, I definitely want to jump to the person who is shooting, cooking plants anymore. More plants and animals, but, you know. Get our dwarven brothers. Our dwarven brothers. Just the way you say it, man. You're welcome. Wait a second. Since his colony isn't technically his colony, well, he's not technically in his colony, it's lore in his mood being led by the wrong person. Man, what is his animal handling like? Because, you know, he is just 7. He's just failing left, right, and center with that, though. We'll probably end up selling this guy off, to be honest, eventually. Especially if we get, you know, a proper cook in. A dwarven cook knows how to cook up a good stew. Yes. I mean, obviously I'm going to keep some slaves around. We can't not have slaves. It's actually required by our belief system. However, comma, I don't want to have too many overlap. Well, I want to have some overlap on the abilities, but I don't want to have too much. For obvious reasons. Though, in the end, I mean, being able to get our colonists to essentially do no work while the slaves are doing all the work is part of a goal. Though I'm not quite sure that's what I want, right? Because, like, you know, it's cool to have slaves do all your work. But if you get lazy and the slaves take all of your work, then I'd assume you'd get rebelled pretty quickly. Get overthrown. Wow! He did like a run by slaughtering. He didn't even fucking stop for it. Just fooching. He like Naruto ran by and cut off its fucking head. Absolutely brutal. At least that was my interpretation. I guess, right, the manager's kind of partial to it. We don't have, the thing I don't like, right, so the manager mod, I actually really like the mod. But the thing I don't like about it is that the high-tech AI manager, look at their big old fucking heads. uh, doesn't actually like manage it by itself. You need to go ahead and do it anyway. You know what I should probably do? I'll leave the that one in for now, because I mean I'm assuming that we'll eventually have more insects in a place that we might want to try to either tame or you know, tame and whatnot. So I will leave that as an option that I can just kind of adjust later. But you know, I'm sorry, I'm just drifting off a little bit mentally. I've talked about my new job a little bit, and it's got me existing at weird hours, and it doesn't help that my understanding of time, and I mean, like, I'm not stupid, I know what time is, and I fucking, you know, I understand it conceptually, all that, I'm not, you know, but my joke is that, you know, I comprehend time through when I wake up and when I go to sleep, right? Because, you know, what other way is there to comprehend time, right? I'm so glad that nobody picked that stuff up, because I didn't sit there. Fuck me. It's my fault. It's my bad. I can't complain. Well, I can, but not really. I like how this one looked kind of like Snake or something. I mean, all of them have pretty bad stats, so I'm not overly concerned. You for our front line. And then with that tree. You three are our back line. And I realized they're probably gonna come in this way. Oh, you fuckers. They're doing it again. Stop! Stop! For fuck's sake, man. Okay. These have to be moved. And you know what? Let me just put down, like, you know. Sure, I don't care. Why can't you stand in that one specific spot for me? Good old Chinggis. Run, boy, run! God damn it! Oh. You know what? We're not taking slaves right now. For simplicity's sake, I'm not taking slaves right now. I want to clear out my zone here. I mean, because, like, you know, normal Brandon would probably just take them to sell on a slave trade. But considering that we have yet to get any slavers, like, so even if we wanted to sell anybody into slavery, you know, just really not happening at all.
Feeling right at home here.
Thank you, Greg. Greg 0 through 8. Wow. Okay. Shouldn't this go away because he's now of our religion, which doesn't abhor eating human flesh? Like, I get he ate at a time in which that was not an okay thing for him to do for you, but now that you're okay with eating flesh, shouldn't you not care? I mean, like, you're gonna eat... I'm actually assuming that realistically we gave you flesh at some point. Just put a table in there. I know it's a bit cramped, but, you know. That sounds like a him problem. If I don't tell them to haul it, they'll never fucking haul it. It's O to haul urgently. No storage space, really? Hmm. We are getting a lot of apparel from dead creatures. Human and otherwise. We're up to 27 meals. It's the highest we've been in a month. Yet you are eating raw human meat because you're a cannibal. That is okay. Yeah, that's fine. They're only the temporary medical beds anyway, so it's not like, you know. Oh, I have the highest quality medical beds. No, when we inevitably build actual medical beds, that'll be more of a problem. But until then, why are you are currently starving to death. You are malnourished. That means you have gone so long without eating that it has caused a physical problem with your body. Yet you have run outside in order to fucking, like, hello? I get it. I love, you know what, I love the enthusiasm. I do. But maybe, just maybe, you should, I don't know. The problem is, right, slave. The problem is he's a slave. That's it. That's period. Just lesser human beings, man. All jokes aside. I like that pause there. It's good. How about we just forbid that for now, eh? How about we focus on the outer walls, because that's a little bit more important to me at this very moment in time. And we just, you know, we just take a moment, sit right there, and tell you all about how I came the Prince of Bel-Air. Oh man, you know what's funny? I've like only ever seen that show in passing. I'm not that old. It was on when I was a wee lad. I'm glad that you've decided to eat at not the table. To be fair, the table wasn't finished, so you know, maybe that's a little bit on me. Maybe, just maybe. I'm gonna wait till we get the other one to see how different they are, specifically. We might do is we might just give the slaves shields. Because, while we don't want them fighting back too effectively, the shields would allow them to, you know, Oh, probably should, you know. And jeez, we just cannot keep a fucking boar, can we? Female. We do have one still male giant boar. I wish it would actually probably. No, this is male and female. Why isn't there a sort by, like, you know, sort by species? Because, like, there's a giant boar here, there's a giant boar here, there's a giant boar here, and there's just a pack of scattered in. Maybe it's a mod animal and not a regular animal, is that's why it's not sorting the right way. But, you know. What do I know? Again, I know nothing. I've looked at trying to mod, and I have no clue how it works. Also, somebody is still, you know, I saw it. Pretended that I didn't, but I did. I saw it that was somebody in the raid area. Though, to be fair, she's essentially should be on the raid area anyway, because, you know, Namoto cannot fight back. She is a pacifist. And in Dwarven terms, we call that a huge fucking baby. Just, you know, the biggest baby you could ever imagine, because realistically, what kind of lily-livered, milk-drinking, absolute loser is a pacifist? It's like just a dead rabbit sitting outside for some reason. I wonder why it died there. It had a heart attack! Oh my god. Is that common? I just, you know, it's always like, you know, it's normal to see, like, oh, it was mauled to death by a panther. I guess if it were attacked by an animal, it probably would have been consumed whole and thusly not on the ground. But just to see, like, oh, what's this dead animal doing here? It had a fucking heart attack. Really couldn't see that one coming. I also like how... I know this is like, you know, this is extra game knowledge, right? Like, you know, I'm assuming that without any kind of checking, the colonists have no clue that this rabbit died of a heart attack and instead just assumed it died of natural causes or something to that effect. However, I like the idea that we've taken the time to autopsy this rabbit's corpse to find out that it in fact had a heart attack, and we've just marked down there, yep, cause of death, heart attack. Oh god. Human leather t-shirt +1. Hey, well, this will scare them. All will know my power. When you don't hide your power level. Oh my god, just... I just like the way he put it, you know. All will know my power! It's just such a fucking... It's such a joke way of saying it. This is actually a little bit bothering me that the room is not 100% even. But, what are you going to do? Nothing. Nothing I can do about it. That's not ideal. I like how they're the only room with, you know, with light left because they don't have any, they don't, it's not electric. Boogie woogie woogie. You can't feel it. It's not electric. It's the torch slide. It's electric. It's not. Oh, it's not electric. I can't. I can't even. My brain. It doesn't work. That was a well. I'd say that's a very quick solar flare, but you know, how long does a solar flare last normally, right? Like, I wonder how often any one place gets hit with a solar flare. Because, like, I remember very vaguely, I remember having a solar flare happen to me at least once in my life. Right, so. Why are you eating the insect jelly? I'm probably gonna be checking those roots at some point in my life. TM. Before he starts whining. Let him go. We're possibly catching up at all on our stuff, so you know. No, it did. Huh, they... I wonder if it changed. Or if it's just because it's a single shot rifle, it's when you load the first shot? So you can tell, like, every time the gun goes to fire, it jumps up in experience a little bit. So... you know. It's good. It's good to have that, because everybody sucks at shooting. Especially because it's always fucking bright out. So I wonder, right? The combat in darkness comes from, I'm assuming, the tunneler. Right? So, shooting accuracy outdoors dark is plus 25. Oh wait, no. I was looking at the melee stuff, that's why I thought. Indoors dark is 25 as well. It's the melee that's at 10%. So, you know. Oh my god. Yeah, because we're going to make that kill box. As you know, I thought it was weird that it was 25 for outdoors and only 10 for indoors. But I was reading it incorrectly because my brain was not processing the melee part of the sentence. Why have you decided that that part of the wall just isn't worth your time? Jeez, Jimmy. Maybe your mom should post more feet videos on her OnlyFans. That was like the worst Carl ever. Gosh, Jimmy. It just isn't good. It just really isn't good. But that's okay. Because as long as we believe in ourselves, isn't that truly the best Carl Weezer voice ever? Isn't self-worth the best Carl Weezer? Also, how the fuck are you telling me this milk's gonna last 14 days outside? My dad, my very dumb dad, he has a BMW, right? And I know this doesn't, doesn't sound like it's going to be important to the story, but it is, right? And he took this BMW, and he went to the store, and he bought himself a jug of milk, right? Well, he bought, I think he bought some other stuff, but the jug of milk is the important, the very integral part of the story. And he came home, and I guess he unloaded the rest of the shit, but he forgot the jug of milk in his trunk. Now, I imagine you guys probably don't know this because I didn't know this until, that happened. Whoa, what's happening? Wow, I can... yeah. I mean, sounds good in theory. In practice, I don't really want to make this. Rescue build a monument to insult the forehead of his rival. So he forgets the jug. It remains out in his car for, let's say, I think it was about a day before he remembered it. Maybe it was only a couple hours. But anywhere between, let's say 3 hours and a day. So, just words to the wise, don't leave milk in your car. Especially when you live in a state like, I don't know, Florida, where the heat is up to 90s. It can be. And, well, let's just say that the milk, with the intense heat going on outside, fucking exploded. And it covered the entirety of his trunk in milk. Spoiled, disgusting, smelly milk. Now, fight the rat! Fight the rat! There you go. Somehow it scratched his neck, nose, jaw, and upper torso. Well, I assume upper torso, but, just torso, because I guess it crawled onto him and started scratching at his face. Which sounds like the worst fucking thing to happen ever. I really don't want a rat crawling on me. But yeah, so, if you don't know anything about BMWs, all of the technology, aka all the stuff that, like, keeps your GPS and, the radio and all that good crap working is located right beneath the trunk. Specifically the wheel well. So your spare tire also is in that trunk, right in the dead center, where, like, there's a big indent in the trunk. And there's like a lid that goes on top of it, and that filled up with spoiled, rotten milk. And the computer got soaked with spoiled, rotten milk, and the car smelled of spoiled, rotten milk because, it's a four-door, so the back and the trunk are technically connected because you can fold down the middle layer. And, fuck no! That's bad. Okay. Okie dokie. Everybody with a gun, please get outside. You Wow. He managed to remain entirely unhurt. Let's see. You put out the fire. Is that all the boomerang said? I think that is. I'm really good with these menus. I'm very good at the menus. One might argue that the menus are my best part. I'm just very good at menus. Man, I really hope we don't have a fallout at any point. Because all this outdoor stuff is going to get fucked. I wonder how the Garlulian tree... Wow. I guess she really just never does that at all. Number 3. The tree is probably very unhappy, and I think the dryad died because of it. What the oh, these are, they're moon jellies. So these are like, they have like a special thing where they have goop that that helps heal. So they make very good doctors or something. Say a small, friendly, gelatinous being who is quick and nimble, except he's skilled with medicine, but be warned, delicate bodies make poor combatants and very vulnerable to danger. What the fuck is Hulk Gothal? That's my city's name. Okay. Apparently that's the name of the colony. You guys wouldn't happen to have a pig, would you? Jeez. This works like one-time broadcast, you know, makes everybody happy. That's gonna be a no. That's just a bad idea to mess with. I could buy a couple donkeys. I could buy a couple ducks. Ducksu. Ducks might not be a terrible idea. However, they only have 2 males, which will not lay eggs if I've learned anything about animal biology, and I have not. Not in the slightest. I guess, to me, the animals are more valuable as meat than they are money right now. Looking for like maybe 70? 75? 74. I don't need to buy any pemmican. We are slowly catching up on meals, TM. Apparently I have beer. I think one of the things dropped it. Ooh! I'll buy your plasteel from you. Sure. I like plasteel. Just because I don't have any. And we are definitely going to have to get a secondary storage room up before we even get the first one up. What I like to do is I like to have 2 storage rooms. One for like crafting materials, so like things like sorry, brain farty. Like the wools and the stone and the not the stone, the wools and the iron and the like the stuff that I would trade, right? So like the clothing and the guns and the weaponry and you know, other craftable crap, art even, and then like have one there for the stuff that I'm not gonna sell, like bricks and iron and that kind of stuff. Yeah, well, it's coming along nicely. I think for the most part, we're just gonna cancel the deconstruction of that for now. I would like to get rid of it eventually, but it's not that big of a deal. It's just ugly more than anything else, and I mean, I can live with ugly for a bit. I've lived with myself for 23 years. It hurts, but in a good way. Just kidding. There's no hurting in a good way, kids. Remember, if you ever hurt, just stop caring. That's how I deal with my problems, and it has not worked out. Not in the slightest. I feel like, right, there's a joke to be made about that. The same rate. Hey, how about, just do me a favor, convert that one. Shame. I know, I had a feeling it wasn't going to work, but I imagine it probably helps with, doesn't have a religion. A drifter. Star Aracheo-Nestorianism? People of the cavernous shell world Barakaro lived under the free supervision of God. The mind hypervisor. Is that like a supervisor, but it's like hypervisor, focused on Archeo. I can't even is that. I'm assuming Brain wants to read as like anarcho, but it's Aracheo. Neostrians to wear uniforms and work in his service tunnel. God decided to come to Barakaro as a human named Sunshine Bogger to help the Arachno-Nestorians. They gathered at in a secret conference with many of the Abyssal Marines. They all learned to see value in each other and abandon the mind hypervisor. Creator, just God, related to the meme. And so it's just it's like super Christianity, except for God is a person named Sunshine Bogger. Oh, they actually celebrate Christmas? Yeah, no, they just have a Christmas party. They just have a Christmas Darkfinger. What weird stuff. I'm assuming this is all randomized for the most part. Why are they going so far out of their way to go out here? As versus just staying over here. I mean, fingers crossed, but everything's going kind of okay. I do like the concrete fence. I wish you could build like your own. But, you know, that's not an option for some reason. I'll probably build the entrance out of the, you know, reinforced wall. I kind of forgot that this was a thing. It takes a little bit more than marble to make, but, you know, it makes for a cool entrance. That's last on this, though. It's important first to get this chokehold, so at least they have to come through this area so we know where they're coming to attack us from. But, I guess, right, we can move more towards a more, like, a more cleaning-based, itinerary. Once we get the other cook. Cook! I don't remember. I remember hearing something about, like, the batteries would work better if they were in the cold. But I think that's a whole lot of nonsense. Come on, baby. There you go. I guess, right, as she gets better with it, she'll probably, you know, end up being able to clip it faster. I wonder, like, 'cause it says, oh, no, it changed. Yeah, so as she gets better at plant cutting, it gets easier. Okay. That's good. I mean, obviously, right, it makes sense that it gets easier. I just didn't know if, like, I didn't realize the menu was dynamic compared to the person it was connected to. Which is, interesting. It's neat. Good fucking job, Rimworld. Good fucking job. You don't do everything perfectly, but you did good, son. To be fair, though, this is, like, one of my favorite games. Definitely, I think my favorite, like, colony management game. The thing is, right, I always feel like I have an itch for a colony management game. And I would definitely love to play something like, you know, I like Surviving Mars, right? I would love Surviving Mars if it had more, like, variety. Where, you know, maybe there were different, planets you could do it on. It didn't have to be Mars. Or, like, I didn't play it on stream, and thank God the game was quite boring. But, I think it was called Per Asta. Remember correctly? I think it was called Per Aspa. It came out last year. Per Aspera. It's a game about, like, you're an AI, and it is your job to colonize and terraform Mars. And to me, that sounds like the coolest shit ever. First off, I love terraforming, right? I think it's a very cool, like, conceptually very cool. And I find it very interesting to, like, you know, to do, right? To play a game in which you can terraform, it's very interesting to me. However, the game kind of it doesn't focus on that topic because what it basically it becomes is a game about like the AI gaining its own sentience and what does it do with that sentience and um, it's receiving commands and orders telling it what to do, and it's like, does it want to follow it to a T? How does it want to assist these people? Does it want to move Mars towards a freer future? Does it blah blah blah? It is a very long, boring, and just like I don't know. I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend if you were interested in it, watch something on it because somebody else playing it, they probably trimmed down the majority of the middle chunk of the game, which is kind of just the same like build a colony, make sure it has water, make sure it has food, make sure it's got research stuff, gotta have drones and shit. It's definitely not a game I would recommend. I thought it'd be more like surviving Mars on a like a planetary scale, where instead of like you just you're terraforming the planet, but you only ever interact with the one part, the one colony, the one part of the planet. You can send missions off to that stuff, but you're not going there. You know what I mean? But no, it was more of. I mean, you did control all of Mars at a certain point, but I don't know. It wasn't my kind of game. If you're looking for something like Surviving Mars, for example, that is not the game for you. That's for sure. And just a real like maybe like a 3 out of 10. Because it really fucking slogged, right? Because like you had to reach certain points in like the certain points in the terraforming process to unlock certain dialogue and whatnot. It was just subpar in my eyes. Like I was down for like, oh, it's gonna be a fucking cool ass terraforming game. Nope. The terraforming was also very like it was like the planet turns kind of greenish and not like Surviving Mars where the like the ground turns green and then like grass starts growing and bushes start growing and trees start growing, where more and more stuff keeps happening. It's just like the ground gets a green tint to it. Some of the like water appears, sure, yeah, water is probably like but it's just very basic textures and whatnot. Was not a game I was very keen on playing after I found out after I started it. So I managed to complete it, but I again not a recommended game. As a matter of fact, I would recommend against it, like I said. I like how, right, she's just sitting out here fucking cutting a tree. And they're like, did you ever think about my religion? Have you considered not being your religion? Speaking of which, how are our needs on terms of wasting on glass? Great. Serving boy. So, I mean, he's not really good social and intellectual. And I want to try to keep my religious higher up to Dwarven specific. If at all possible. Kind of upset that he can't do social. I do need another social. I need it because you don't too because it's good to train backup doctors. It is. We probably need a new bed for him, don't we? I don't know if we're gonna put on a second Garulian tree right now. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's the best idea to tie up two people in doing that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 non-slaves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, the prisoner room over somewhere else. 76. Hey, you actually drop a lot of meat, right? Probably. Where'd we get that horse from? I guess they got auto-hunted? Sure. Well, we're finally reaching the fine meal part. I now realize that I'm going to have to, yeah. What's his problem? Why is he sick? Poison. Good at shooting. We'll give him one of the rifles. Before I forget anything, actually, one of you is a night owl. Moron's night owl. We're in another room now. How am I turning this bed? Man. Dun, dun, dun. Huh. Where do I want to put this next bedroom? Do I just want to do it there, or do I want to... Huh. I how the music just stops. I guess I'll keep doing sets of 3. I'm a fan of the sets of 3. We're just not going to mine out all 3 currently. I'm kind of hoping that, of course, somebody will... Well, Namoto will finally get her fucking way and... You know... Although it doesn't seem like she's trying to seduce him anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. I'm just being dumb. Did I say over here was going to be the research room? Or was it over here? I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4 is probably not going to be big enough for a research room. So we might just shove the slaves in here for now. Which seems like a working option. Because it might... I don't know. I'm thinking. I might expand the church later. But, yeah, because it's got to be more grand than this, right? So maybe like a double row. And that can extend right there. We can, like, have it so that it's 3, right? 3. No, can't be that. 1, 2, 3, 4 is... this is a really inopportune size, huh? There are 2 doors though, so we can do is just that, there, and there. Right. We'll have a 2-space door there. Basically just double the size of the church. Move the altar to the middle. Put the relics back there. Make it all nice on the floor. Seems doable. But I think the best way to get her to get plants is it. We'll put her in one of both those skills just so she does more of it. So that she can hopefully gain more skill, take less time, gain more skill, take less time. We can then move her off of it later when it's a better idea. Let's see, 11th of September. It is tomorrow. So what does our great chief do? Leader holds the group together, represents your faction in a diplomatic interaction. Leader speech, work drive, combat command, trial. It sounds to me like maybe we don't have anybody available to do that kind of thing. Because they both suck at social. Everybody sucks at social. Except for Colin, who I need to do the other stuff. Tell me the requirements for each druid. But it is not. There is no requirement information. I have no clue. I wonder, right? So, like, obviously I can arrest somebody and put them into slavery if I did so desire. But, let's wait until they're all more awake. Probably do it in, like, an hour. Must have woke up. Buddy, you're late. We'll be better without you. He's selling to a slave, so, you know, who cares? Terrible. God damn it. I just wonder if we should just have somebody who, like, you know, just one of the other dwarfs. Or the one who's not a night owl. You know what we'll do is we'll have him on a high priority warden and entertain. He'll be terrible at it, but he'll at least start building experience, and then we can use him as a the leader. I mean, there's so many fucking jobs we haven't filled in. Plus, okay, we don't have a Handle, cook, construct, grow, plant, cut, smith. Should be good for somebody eventually, but considering he's plant guy as well, I wouldn't quite put him there for that yet. But we do have some replacements for him, like, you know. Hey, Strumpet. Just don't lose my note to begin with. Probably went smarter. Yeah? Pretty sure it's the breasts that give you estrogen, technically. Actually, I think it would look better if I do this. Move from there. That's probably important. You know, they burned down a little bit during that boomerang invasion. Every nun colonist smiles with contentment. What? What? Because the ant, it does not have a gender. So it's a nun. Not to be confused with a nun. Oh, you can get it through the wall, so it's fine then. Aren't one of you a nudist? You know, he's a nudist, but you know he just demands to put on clothes because the schedule says so. Schedule says put your pants on. Okay, man. You know it goes against my ideals, but you know, here we are. This is more on the way right now, so we'll reinstall this one. I don't want to build the brand new church until after the after we have a good enough constructor. Whatever the words are that I'm trying to get across, that. Halfway is there. They had buttons. Come on. Yeah. I think I should put a little bit more walling in there before I start throwing down walls or tearing up walls like it's nobody's business. Okay. Is there any way to have him have clothing without having him have clothing? Like, would a hat help? I mean, technically, Christmas antlers. Could you make me a... Where is the one I'm looking for? Flop hat? Yeah. Make me a single flop hat, please. Wherever it was, I just lost it. I can't do it. Where'd it go? Slave collar. Oh. One of his masks. Please do until I have one of a... Nope. I would like to make slave collars, please. I kind of wish I could, you know... These aren't things I'm trying to sell, so it's fine to keep keeping one of them on hand. Well, I mean, obviously there is value in making more than one. But, you know, whatever. I'm selling drugs to the community, not useful stuff. Do we need anything else? We have his guy's hat. Cape we got already. Technically, we would need a bowler hat. What does this do? Can't cook, hunt, construct, grow, mine, plant, cut, smith, tailor, craft. But you'd be able to beat shit up. Well, that's an inevitability, but I don't think that's something we're doing right now. Hmm. Yeah, I know you're doing that, buddy, but could you do, this first? Also, apparently I need to give him a new leg or a foot. His tibia is his leg bone, right? It's tibia and the fibia. How do you fucking miss half of your... Okay, we'll make a new peg leg for him, I guess. Sorry. Okay, it only requires one. It says 24. I'm like, excuse me. I don't think a fucking single heater is going to require 24 fucking, components, but I might be wrong. Okay. I mean, it'll drain our power like a motherfucker, but I might want to set it up so that it just starts heating everything. Karen is approaching from the door to the smithy. I had this corpse. Let's just let him wear this. I'm not well. Basic shit, man. Fucking hell, man. Just. I don't want to have to do this all manually, please. You know what, no mobility, no utility, probably no armor realistically. No headgear, except for the slave collar. Because I don't want to fucking... I don't want them running around naked complaining about everything constantly. I want to keep them semi-happy. I just don't want them wearing all my fucking capes, because they keep taking my capes. But, I would like to wear a cape, please. I'm a high-quality slave. I'd love to wear a cape. I like how I still haven't decided where I'm putting the slaves. Let's just put them next to the mushroom room for now. Yeah. Yeah, because I think that's supposed to be a, just a... Where's the trader in this group? Anything tainted you can still sell for now. And eventually we'll start burning this shit, but, you know. Burning tends to take a second-hand, you know, requirement when I can eat people, so... I don't really need to, you know... I just want them eating my, I guess right. Allow them into the hay grass zone. Got straight for the boars! My god. You've gotta be kidding me. Literally. Could not have gone faster for the boars. Okay. Okay. I'm pretty sure, right? Just so we're clear, they killed all the baby boars again. Oh man, baby boars just aren't meant to be. Just really aren't meant to fucking be. What am I doing here? What am I doing, brain? I did, to be fair, I did sit far enough back that they would, How did we feel about eating paste? It's disgusting. Okay, good. Well, not good, but, you know. Say, we might just make the slaves eat paste, if that's an option. I mean, technically it's still an option, but they would cry about it. I'm glad that all our masterworks are being wasted on wool jackets. Do I have to have slave-specific medical beds? Apparently I do. That's Duck's hair. You don't... I like how it got all that, but never fucking told me about it. I mean, we'll eventually put more heaters down. Buddy. Have you made that tube for me yet? No. No. No, there's no... There's not in the door. I guess with the boar's safety in mind, let us construct the palisade. Yeah, we could have done that, but you know. Oh, there's a temperature map mode. That's right. There's a single fucking dot of. Autobot. It's just fucking hell, man. The idea that there is a bong that they have that just, it's just I don't know, automatically gets you high or something. It just seems like a very dumb idea. But I genuinely wonder how playing a constantly high, I guess, I don't think any of the current factions in this game have the high life. I just wonder what it would be like, because like it doesn't. There are drugs in this game, not in real life, kids, that would benefit you to, like, things like go juice or wake up. That would, in theory, be a decent idea to take, right? Like, I could easily understand, like, I mean, Luciferium is technically good as long as you can keep it supplied. Yayo, I don't know what does. I think Wake Up and Go Juice would be two of the more specifically good ones. I wonder if I can actually look at it from here. How do I think you'd have to do it from here? No. I need an actual drug bench. I just like I don't understand the benefit of it. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, obviously there would be some benefit to it. Like, let's see. Smoking juice is short but powerful euphoric state. Cheap produce, extremely pleasurable use. Exceptionally addictive. So flake doesn't seem like one that, pain. Lower pain. Snore produces rapid euphoric high. Uses need to rest. Psyche, it's addictive. No, Crusader Flake. So moves you faster, it makes you sleep less. Psychiatrists wake up more focused from meditation than otherwise would. However, taking wake up runs the risk of developing addiction. More work speed. I mean, in theory, it sounds like it, obviously. Huh. I think this is a part of one of the mod. Yeah, Ice Fairy Dust. This is a part of a. This is part of the Monster Girl mod specifically. How we might want to get that just to make the smoke leaf a little bit easier. Yeah, that's one of the little bit of negatives that that having him do wardening does, because he has no social. He does the that stuff. Actually, you know what we probably should also build is a guest room. I'm thinking about putting like a small guest house out here or something. We do need to raid something. Huh. Wow. Please don't shoot the fucking sloth, please. Okay. I genuinely didn't think they'd get to be able to do it, but they did. Maybe, right, I was just thinking about building a barn over here, but we could do like a small guest area. Thinking like, you know, mine this stuff, build like a guest area with a little like fun zone and whatnot. We'll put the barn somewhere else if we really wanted to. But starting to get guests so we can possibly recruit dwarfs or increase the opinion of some of the factions who could possibly stay with us. You know, plus it's like, you know, it's what is it? We're gathering intel to raid the other faction. That's how we're gonna RP it. It can go pretty far without any support, huh? Because they've all just dumped their fucking all this around. I should really get that burning pile or burning machine up. Okay. Wake up, get out of bed. You. You and you. Guns. Actually, no, you don't have a gun. You have a gun, so you go there. You. Oh my god. Can you... Did I really do this in the worst possible way? Yes. Yes, I did. I'll fix it once he's out here. Probably should, you know. How did the boar? Oh my fucking god, man. Just allow everything. I'm so tired. Fuck it. I don't really think I want this guy. Fucking these fucking pigs, man. Literally always in danger. Please, please don't lose your pregnancy. I think the Vengeful Hive is one of the raiding groups. Also sure it's not on this list, so you know. One enough sandstone. Let's just start burning the tainted gear. I'm sure it's worth a decent penny, but I just don't have the fucking space for it. It's starting to be a little bit too much. Oh, how did you... Oh my fucking god. How? No, I already did. Okay. Well, I guess you, well, I'd say you get a light, but, your walls aren't smooth yet, so, you know, not gonna happen, I guess. Why didn't you... Because you were sleeping, I guess. You're sleeping? Just go ahead and smooth that area for me. I'm gonna reinstall this one over here, so that they hopefully, you know... Very busy. Busy, busy, busy. Busy, 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 busy. Busy, busy boy. Busy, 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 busy. So much to do, so little to see. I'm gonna make sure to take this stuff off of them, but it's gonna be fucking garbage anyway, because nobody actually took care of it. This is not counting anyway. Bed rest. I mean, you know what? As long as he's getting him to feed himself, it's probably for the best, honestly. Raid. Oh, you know, we could just get a Silent New Reformer for a 9x12 thing. Can make it almost exclusively out of sandstone. 15 days of toxic fallout? No thanks. Haha. I mean, it's not like we don't have enough hay to handle it, but... See, I don't even know how much hay would handle it specifically. Oh. Probably should, you know. prefer to just keep a stack of hay in there. Okay. So 200 is about one feeding's worth. What kind of appreciative trees stop growing in here? Yeah. I would love to fucking put... I really would love to put down the stupid fucking look-changing room. But here's the thing. You guys really tend to fucking sit at it for literally forever. So, you know... As much of a fun idea as that sounds, it really doesn't sound like that fun of an idea. Yeah, that's probably the best thing I've done first anyway. Yeah, I mean, obviously it was gonna fail, but, you know. Gotta train him somehow, I guess. Probably gonna do is just I guess at that point we may as well just make the animal one the new animal zone if we're gonna deny them outside time. Once the walls get finished, because fuck me, I cannot stand the fact that we cannot raise a single boar because they are by default the most dangerous thing apparently, so obviously they get murdered first. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't. You know, it doesn't scream to me that they are, in fact, the most important thing to attack and thusly need to be attacked immediately, but, you know, I've never seen a giant boar in real life. I mean, I imagine, right, they're probably pretty scary, because, like, I mean, I've seen, Princess Mononoke? That's the one with the wolf girl, right? Yes. Yes. That's the right one. Yeah, definitely a better way to do this. Sure. Get rid of them all. I don't care. Get them out of here. I'm done with these trees. They should be fucking grass or bushes. Something that the animals can eat. Kind of reminds me of, you know, there was a... way back in the day when I was playing, I had a dinosaur mod. Could you do me a favor and not make the collars out of steel? Seems like a waste of steel when all the leather will work. I mean, sure, yeah, a steel one probably is technically better when you're considering making a slave collar, but at the same speed, fuck you, I'd rather have the, you know. So, what are you so busy doing? Oh, this area. Makes sense. I've checked before, and I've, cleared it as an issue in my head. It's not, I want them building this area. I do. How did all the animals get out? You have a shooting of like 12, don't you? 13. Let me give you the regular rifle. Duck's got that. Let's just get this and forbid it for a bit here. For now. I don't know if we're able to reinstall it, but we'll be just able to reclaim some of the resources. I'll put it back later. Okay. You know, so we don't have him freeze to death in prison. Uh... Cool. Yeah, I'm so glad that you decided to suppress him while he's beating out a fire. Definitely the best time to do that. Motherfucker. I wonder if the jail doors keep in here or not. Does it say in there? No. No, it does not. Oh, if this is a hand tiller bench, I'm not gonna move it, I'm just gonna build a new one. Blocked by what roof? Eat that one. Asshat. Nice fire. Don't know why there's a zone of home area there. Huh. Literally have nothing else to do. Fair enough. Okay. Please turn these off for now. Turn that off for now. To build up a little backup power. Okay. After that, we'll probably research the geothermal. How many more fires are on my map? I like how the animals have decided to, you know, just skirt the forest fire. They're having fun. You know, and that's all that matters. Either way, it is now 12 o'clock. Everything is not quite on fire. One second. Hey, man. Oh. Wow. Okay, I didn't realize that was a thing. Either way, thank you all for watching. Do like, comment, subscribe. We'll probably have to hold a marriage for those two or something. I don't know. I don't know if we can forcibly marry people. I think they have to be. But now that he's gotten married, I know that is about another raid's about to happen because last time his wife got kidnapped, or his girlfriend got kidnapped, just right after they got a relationship. So I can only assume the same thing's going to happen again. So, great. Thank you everybody for watching. Do like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitch, that stuff. It all helps out. I will see y'all tomorrow with more Pathfinder, probably, if I stream. See you then.